Hello, welcome to today's live. It's number 24.
Number 24, guys. Welcome.
Happy life results.
Reading Book Group Q&A live.
Thanks for joining us. So we have a story to tell. We were adjusting the lighting because it's dark outside today when we're starting.
Yeah,
we had daylight savings
Daylight
time.
savings, and it's getting to be winter here in Budapest, so the sun goes down early.
And so we brought in a ring light and we were adjusting a light and we just couldn't get it to work. It was too red or washed out, and we tried different lights, different angles, everything. And turns out the reason was because of my jacket.
That turquoise color, it
Just
had
threw
to adjust
everything
our
off.
faces to adapt to the turquoise color. So
I just thought, what if we tried it without the turquoise
Yeah.
color and it looks fine?
here we are. No
So-
turquoise. It is still Stacy. I know you can't recognize her without the jacket, but it is still Stacy. So it's us.
Yes.
Live here. If you have any questions or any comments, please say hello, because we don't always know if you're watching or not. So give us a shout.
You can see the cord to the ring light over there.
Cool. Yes, that's right. This is here. I'll hide it. Oh, what ring light?
What ring light?
This is natural. We're all natural here. Let's see. So, Stacy and I, in the recordings, we have hit an important achievement.
Yes, we just finished day 167, which means that's the last day.
We have recorded all of
Happy Life Results
Happy Life
book.
Results book. So it is all ready for you. We'll be putting them out daily. So yeah, but they're all recorded now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
Celebration.
Yes. Woo! And we will be turning our attention to working on a relationship course. We've already got some people signed up for the beta for it, and if you're interested, let us know. Where we'll be also letting people know when it becomes available. But that's by popular demand. I know that always
Yes.
sounds funny, but it actually has been demanded.
Yes.
So
When are you starting it? When is it going to be available?
yes.
I want to buy it now and pre-sell it.
Yeah. So okay. Without further ado, let's get to the first question.
Okay, so our question, do you want to read it?
Sure.
Oh, hi Marcus.
Monica.
Oh, hi,
Hi,
Monica.
Hi, Monica, aka Marcus. How did you see that?
Click the X.
Okay, I'm clicking. Hi,
Monica.
Monica. She is watching. There we go.
Welcome.
Now we can see. And Sarah's here.
Oh, hooray, Sarah.
Yay, Sarah. Good morning to you. We could pretend that the reason it's dark here is because it's morning.
So I was saying earlier, I changed my jacket color because it was throwing off the lighting. It made our faces really red because it was trying to compensate for the blue because it's dark here.
Yep. And we know that's why you were tuning in. You wanted to know how we looked, what we were wearing. So your important questions answered today. New name? What was Marcus. Yes, that is your new name. When we refer to you in code, secret code Marcus. All right. So okay, we actually do have a question, and let's get to that now. So the question is, and listen to the wording. We've talked before about how words are vessels, and it's kind of like a suitcase. Other people pack different things in their suitcase. You can only see when they come out at the airport. You can see what's on the outside, but you don't know what's inside. And a lot of times they say, check your luggage to make sure it's yours because it looks the same on the outside.
Yes, they do say that.
And you could grab one thing and this is mine, and you head out, and then you open it up and it's full of diapers and things, and you're like, oh, this is not my luggage, right?
Except Marcus would be like, yes, this is mine.
Yeah, this is definitely mine. Baby stuff, yeah, it's mine. Dog chew toys, yeah, that's mine. Okay, so what happens is when we use words, we think other people have packed the same thing in the luggage because it looks the same on the outside. But it's very different, it's very unique to every
Yes.
person, and it changes all the time.
Your own definitions of your own words change through your life experience.
Yeah. Like Marcus, to me, means something totally different now than it did a few minutes ago. Marcus is dear to my heart now.
Good example.
Okay. So listen to the words and realize that they have the question was packed by someone else. So when they ask you at the airport, did you pack all of your luggage? This one, no. This one came pre-packed, and we accepted it. We're carrying luggage that was pre-packed by someone else. So we're going to do our best to guess what their meaning was, right? Okay. So when we get hit with things that strike to our core beliefs, how do we not let it rock us? When we get hit with things that strike to our core beliefs, how do we not let it rock us? Okay. So first of all, when I first read the question, I thought hit with things meant hit with new ideas. And rock us meant like, wow, this is all new and it's a game changer. And that, no, I was corrected. This means unexpected circumstances have happened, unwelcome circumstances, because you explain it.
Yeah, it's just when something comes at you and you feel like your core beliefs have been attacked.
Threatened. Yes, threatened. Yes.
Yeah, and so then you're on uncertain ground because a lot has come at you fast. You feel threatened or uncertain.
And it's something that you really care about.
Yeah, and it probably has something to do with who you are.
Self-image, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So then first of all, to realize that when this is happening, when you're experiencing this, when your core beliefs have been attacked or threatened and you don't feel steady on your feet, that's not the time to try to do something big or drastic in your life. It's not the time to plan a big trip or a move or anything big. It's the time to get your balance again.
So I'm a fan of martial arts, and when someone gets hit, they call it the same word, rocked. So when someone gets rocked, what happens is the world starts spinning around you. And if you've ever seen someone, they either completely fall down or they kind of wobble and they kind of lose control a little bit. So while the world is spinning, usually what they do is they kind of drop down and try to grab a hold of something to steady them. It is not the time to run off and start swinging for the fences, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's not a time to even think about really changing your beliefs or changing big things about yourself. And not even don't even get too self-introspective about your identity.
That's not the time to pull out all the lenses and start inspecting and changing things. That's not time to open up the wiring and start reprogramming.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No.
While the world is spinning, do not reprogram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so just kind of hunker down and realize it's temporary.
Yep. It's
going
temporary.
to pass.
It's going to pass. This too will pass. And take baby steps. This is the time to slow down, try to get more centered, take the deep breaths, do the meditation, do the things that will slow the world down. Because you want to get the world to slow down first and stop spinning. Then we move to the next level.
Yeah. So and give yourself grace. Give yourself patience.
Yes.
Say, this isn't how it's going to be forever.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to handle this so much better in just a short time. This will pass quickly.
And even exercises that we can recommend, like what is the best, worst, and most likely scenario, are not best done right while the world is spinning.
No.
That's another thing you want to hold off on. Because when you ask what's the worst that can happen, and the world is spinning, the worst that can happen is the world will end.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to seem more serious than it really is.
Yes, and you're not at your peak performance mentally. You're not at your peak state mentally to be able to have all of this energy and focus to reprogram and change and inspect and.
Yep, especially something core that you really care about. It really, so that's not the best time. So once the world stops spinning, then what do you do?
Yes.
Okay.
So once the world stops spinning, then you want to ask yourself about one particular core belief. And that core belief is, do I believe that feeling bad will get me good results? Like feeling,
because what was the reflex when something attacked your core belief? When the world started spinning, that was your instinctive response to the attack. And for some reason, whatever reason, you felt like that was the way to protect yourself. That was the way to protect your core beliefs. But as we just discussed, when you go into the world spinning mode, that's not the time where you're the best situated to actually defend your core beliefs.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So
yeah.
asking that question.
Yeah, your instinctive response wasn't the best way to handle this situation in this moment. So to realize that there are things you can do to prevent it from happening in the future.
Yeah, you can pull out the lens, look at what the core beliefs are, and look at especially what was your view, what was your lens that lent to you thinking, I mean, even though it feels like it doesn't feel like you chose to have the world spin, right? It feels like something just knocked you on the side of the head and the world started spinning.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but realize that you actually you preset the conditions in place for that to happen. Your lens lent itself to those preconditions. Okay, and of course, this is after your...
Yeah, after things, so maybe even if it's still spinning, then maybe come back and revisit this later.
Yeah.
And if it's really spinning, maybe this isn't going to make any sense at the moment.
Oh yeah, if you're listening to this now and the world is spinning, you don't listen past the part where we said, slow down, take a deep breath, take baby steps, just hold on to something until it stops spinning. You can stop listening after that.
Yeah.
And we will send our heart and our hugs and all our best wishes for you.
Because anything we say after this may sound insensitive, may sound unrealistic.
Yep. So stop after that. That's where you want to just hold there. Okay. But we're talking about what happens next, so that when you get past it and the world does stop spinning, that you know there are ways that you can prevent it from happening again. Yeah. And that's important to know. Yeah. Because otherwise you'll feel vulnerable that, I have to avoid all those circumstances, or I have to create all of these barriers, or I have to avoid that person for the rest of whatever it is, you're going to feel like you have to protect yourself from it happening again if you feel like you have no power. Yeah. But we're here to tell you have power. It's in examining how you view things, and it's taking the concepts and applying it specifically to those core beliefs and your lens about those core beliefs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, thanks for the hearts.
Thank you.
That's so nice. Yeah.
So the times when things are going well, those are the times to really put your up study in.
Yes. And we hopefully that's why we have these daily, just short. We're hoping that as you're listening, because it's really easy to lose track of things and lose sight and lose perspective. So right when you've done one of these little short touch-ups and you're feeling centered, you're feeling like, okay, I got this, and I'm curious about my life and how I can make these improvements and stuff. While you're feeling like that, that's the time to pull out the wiring.
Yeah.
Every day, just a little bit every day, pull out that wiring and see, and you're going to make micro adjustments. And those micro adjustments, you may not even realize you protected yourself. And the next time the same kind of thing comes that before would have rocked you, would have hit you, core beliefs, it would have knocked you flat, the world would have started spinning, it's just going to whiz past, and you're just going to feel like, oh, I'm glad that wasn't one of those things.
Yeah, you will think it's different, not that you're different. But you've changed.
But you have changed. And it'll be a micro adjustment, and that's the way you want it to be. You want to do micro adjustments. I mean, you can do the stomp off the edge of the cliff thing. That's really fun and really exciting. If you're one of those that really likes adrenaline, then you go for it. For other people, those micro adjustments over time will get you there. So, yeah.
And one of the things that I've noticed too is that at the beginning it might not just go right past you. It may hit you the next time, but you might recover very quickly.
Yeah, you might. Ooh, that really, I felt that.
Yeah.
But the world isn't spinning. You can still see where you are, and you can find your balance again really fast. Yes, you definitely did stages, right? I watched it. So it's a gradual stage thing, and when something did hit, back when it makes the world spin, it's just like hold on until it all stops and try to stay in a safe place.
Yeah.
But once it starts to be more of a, ooh, I felt that, but it doesn't make the world spin, you started to get excited.
Yeah, I get
You're like,
excited.
ooh, here's a new area I can explore, new wiring I can, in my study. This
Yeah.
is something I can work on.
Yes.
And it became exciting and interesting.
Yes.
And something to play with. And then she would want to bounce all of her ideas off me.
Yes.
Just, hey, I have these. Oh, no.
Come on. I just need you to listen to
Listen,
me for
listen,
4
listen.
hours.
I don't know what I'm going to say, but listen to me until I get there.
And then I'll say, so what did you think of that? And he's like,
Wow.
oh, what part of that?
Yeah, but we are here to tell you there is something on the other side. You will get through it, and if you just kind of if you're from the very beginning, if you're going to do the same things, then expect, if you don't make any changes, then yeah, it's probably going to happen again.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But you still recover. It's not the worst end of the world
Yeah.
ever.
No.
Right? So even worst case scenario, you'll just have to keep recovering. That's.
But you really can change to where it won't affect you
Yes.
as much, as long, or as intensely, and then sometimes it will just go right past you, and you will just think that that thing wasn't even powerful at all. It had no power over you. What's the question?
Okay, I have to expand it so I can read it. Okay, what advice would you give someone who has always had hard times and now is at a good place in life, but they think sometimes bad will ruin the good things? If that makes that makes total sense. In fact, we call that a trap door. What would you? Yeah, over to you, Bob. This is Bob. Marcus has a question for you, Bob.
Okay, all right, so things are
Thanks
going
for your
pretty
question,
well.
by the way, Marcus.
Things are going pretty well, and you're like, hey, things are going pretty well, but it just feels like everything might just crash and crumble. Everything.
It's like those movies where everything's perfect. You know, like, oh great, here it comes.
Yeah.
Everything's going perfect at the beginning of a movie. Oh,
Oh,
no, here it comes. Right?
It's all gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna die in the movie. Yeah. So no, one of the things is to realize that it doesn't have to go bad. And sometimes there is a belief. I used to have this belief, and that is that when things are bad, then I grow as a person, and maybe I grow more when things are bad. So I kind of wanted the bad things to happen because that meant I was growing.
And do you still believe that?
No.
Have you seen yourself grow more in?
Way more when I'm not experiencing those bad times, because in the bad times, just like we talked about,
That's when you hunker down.
Yeah,
That's when you hold on and you just wait for it to stop
you
spinning.
can't even revisit those
Yeah.
beliefs. You can't
Yeah.
look at your lens, nothing. And I've had long periods of time where I was only just getting my feet under me. Like I wasn't growing during those times. And then it's the times where things were good and I was okay with them being good that I started to really look at my lens.
Which is ironic because that's the time when people are like, oh, things are good. I'm not going to think about changing anything because it's good.
Yeah, that's if you believe that your external environment makes you feel good.
Yes. So that's where I was thinking when the times are good, when it feels good, look at the concept about the joystick.
Yes.
That one can really...
Concept number 3.
Yeah, about the joystick. If you learn to own your joystick when the times are good, then you won't feel like times can change on you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The times won't have... If you don't give time the joystick, then times can't turn bad on you.
Yeah.
Which is, it seems almost impossible to describe it, that the circumstances that maybe in the past were hard times, when you change, I've seen you up close, the very same things that rocked you to the core in the past didn't faze you at all. And you felt powerful. In the same circumstances that were hard times before, you felt powerful. So that's possible, Marcus. And if you have other questions on that, or if that didn't quite answer, because I don't know if we unpacked your baggage properly.
Yes.
I see the dog chew toy, and I see the diaper bag and stuff, so it looks like your bag, but we might have grabbed the wrong
Yeah,
bag.
we might have grabbed the wrong one.
We might have answered the wrong baggage.
Yeah.
So looks like that's about it for today. We are so happy to answer questions, especially when people are right there asking the question.
Yes.
It's so fun.
We love it so much.
Yeah, so thank you very much, and thank you for the hearts and the laughs, and we will look forward to seeing you next time.
Yep. Take care, everyone. Bye.